YouTube, Electric Adventures here with a package in the mail. Not from Japan, this one's actually all the way from Portugal, and my good mate on YouTube, 1msx2go, or John, he went to Play Expo in the UK, and he was going to have a look out for some MSX titles on tape, but unfortunately they didn't actually bring very many to the Play Expo. But he also caught up with a friend of his, and he had found a whole lot of his old MSX titles, and he actually the price he wanted for these wasn't very much at all. So John obviously, grabbed the ones that he needed for his collection, but there were ones left over, so he messaged me and let me know that there was some available. So we have quite a few items in this package. There's actually quite a lot in here. I'll have a drink beforehand. Now, I think like the very first things on top are a couple of Brucey bonuses he's thrown in. First one is for the Famicom, a green cartridge, and it's Golf. So no top ladle, a bit of yellowy and stuff like that, but that's okay. And the contacts look nice and clean. There's also something else here. Oh, okay. These are some monthly disc magazines. Now I'm assuming these are, yeah they are, it looks like MSX ones, so monthly disc magazine, so NV Syntax this one is. Sorry, not time my camera's playing up, from 9th of September 1999. And then we have obviously a Japanese flavoured one. It's got some kanji text up there. Be interesting to see what's on these. And there we go, that one's quite nice label on it. 2001. So on the plastic bag. I'm trying to remember the items that were in there. Okay, so this is one of the cartridges. So most of them are loose, but there are a couple that actually have the boxes as well. So for the first one here, and I don't have many in this series at all, and it is Hyper Sports 2. So it's another one of the Konami sports games. We've got multiple events, some of them involving lots of button tapping and things like that. But I've got an arcade stick, so it should be good. It's actually a slightly different shaped cartridge shell too. And we have to have a jump cut in every video just for grub gun. Sorry, youngest daughter wanted to know whether she could have a Milo, so kids love their Milo. So another 2 loose cartridges. Now next we have is Yi Are Kung Fu 2, Japanese version. I don't actually have Yi Are Kung Fu 1, which we'll get at some stage. So it's a very early karate game. So one of the first karate games, if truth be told. It'd be good to have a go of that one. Now this next one, I know what it's called. I actually have, well, talking about this one, and I was going, oh god, that one sounds familiar. I thought I had it and everything like that. And the reason why I thought I had it is because I have the Coleco homebrew conversion of this title from the MSX. Now, I didn't look it up before I did this video, so I'll flash some text up because it doesn't actually have the English name on top, but it's Casio title number 11. There would have been a Konami, straight Konami non-Casio version of this as well, more than likely, but I actually quite like that label. These are all in pretty good condition. And now we have some boxed games. So this is one of the bonus ones he said he'd put in for me, because he knows I just like collecting MSX software regardless. So it's a Mahjong title, so maybe a little difficult to play, but at the end of the day, and you can usually have a bit of a go because they are just tiles. But it's just nice seeing the different variations and the different types of packaging that were available for the MSX. Sorry, a bit reflective because of the light. I said I've been really busy at work lately, so it's actually very late at night when I'm doing this, so it's even darker than normal. So here's the insides, all in really good condition. And the cartridge, yet another different colour. Quite an interesting label, so that's a, you know, an interesting curiosity. We'll pop it in and give it a go and see if we can work it out. And it's always nice to get another boxed title. Now the next two, really nice to get these, because they're both Konami titles and they're both boxed. So the first one, I actually do have this title, but only loose, and it's one of the cartridges that I've had. It's probably the longest cartridge, well, the cartridge I've had for the longest amount of time, because I never had any cartridges back in the day. I only got to play some of them in the store I worked for, but could never afford to buy them. So, and this is the very first game in an excellent series that I collect the games for, and it is Nemesis. So it's fantastic to have a complete copy of this one, and look at how good a condition it is. You can see the screenshots there, and it's a really good game on the MSX. So it slides open, and then we have the manual. Oh, and that's right, yes. He only sent me the box because I already have a copy, so I won't have a spare of that one, but I'll have a complete one when I put my complete one in there. But he also included a copy of Super Cobra, which you don't have, and the MSX version is supposed to be excellent, so I can't wait to play that one. So my Nemesis cartridge will go in that one to complete that one. I'll put that back together later. And now this one is complete with cartridge and everything like this, and this is one of, when we had the games back, you know, when I used to work in the store, this was one of the games that I absolutely loved, played heaps, always wanted a copy, but we hardly got any copies of the cartridge games in because they were so expensive. They had virtually no margin on them, so the bloke that owned the store didn't want to keep on getting them in. So he mainly got tape software after the initial lot of cartridges. So a lot of these I saw once and then never saw them again. And it is Kings Valley. It's actually another one that I have, the Coleco homebrew conversion. Now this is the one that is in the Western packaging style, but it is actually the Japanese release of that one. So the Western style is almost identical to this. So it's a multi-screen, and there are lots of screens, puzzle platformer with some great music. My camera will cooperate, get my face out of it. There we go, there's some screenshots, and it is a really good game. So we have the manual, and we have the cartridge. Take it out, there we go. So excellent. So really good additions to my MSX collection, which, you know, has come along leaps and bounds, especially in the last year. Been very lucky with the titles I've been able to get hold of, and thank you, John, for tracking those down and getting them for such a decent price. I mean, usually the prices paid for MSX titles are way beyond, you know, orders of magnitude greater than pretty much these, which were like £5 each. And John's thrown in a couple of freebies there too, so that whole lot did not cost very much money, so I'm very appreciative of him doing that for me. A lot of the times you'd pay more than, you know, £5, probably £10 just for a loose cartridge, non-Konami, just to put it into context. I mean, I've seen Super Cobra go for loose for $50, so, you know, it just puts it into context of how good a deal he got me. So I'm very appreciative. Now you need to go and play some of those games. It's going to be good fun having a go at those. I'll play all of them. Now obviously I already have Nemesis, but it'll be a long time since I've done a gameplay of that, if I ever did. So we'll do the lot, especially since they're all MSX titles, and I love MSX titles, and they're also all cartridges, so a lot easier for me to set up and play. Alright, let's go do that. Right, and first cab off the rank is Super Cobra by Konami 1983, so it's a fairly early release. Now, it doesn't require pressing 2 buttons. The bombs are dropping automatically. Now it's doing obviously a bit of a jerky scroll, and the main thing you got to watch is the wrapping around of the missiles, and plus your fuel level. As you can see, there's not a tremendous lot of fuel dumps coming along. Well, and you're pretty much toast if you miss one of these. Oh god, that's close. Now, I haven't had... Whoops. This is quite literally my second game, not my first game. Oh! And as you can see, I'm not very good at it. I'm not sure it puts you all the way back to the start of the zone. You really have to get every single fuel. At the moment the blue tanks aren't shooting, thank goodness. Here we go, to the next section. See, unlike Scramble, you get a little bit of an intermission in between the sections. And I'm not sure whether the different coloured UFOs are worth different points. Ah, I was so concentrating on getting the fuel, I ran into the ground. Yeah, the red ones have a lot. Oh, that was lucky. Solve the fuel problem. I don't know what that meant, but... But anyway, we've got 10,000 points, so we got... Crikey, if you miss one of those fuel dumps, you're in big trouble. So the sections are reasonably long too. A fuel dump coming up. And once again, trying to get the fuel. As I said, I'm pretty certain it does knock you all the way back. Whoa. Save world bomb. There we go. We've made it to the next zone. This is doing pretty good for me, especially on the first game. I did really like Scramble and that back in the day. I'm not sure what these yellow ones at the top do, but I'm sure they're not going to be good for us. Bit of clearing, at least the red ones aren't launching. This is a good fun game. I'm enjoying playing this. Oh, ready to the canyon wall again. Oh, game over. So we got through to the third stage, which is pretty good. Alright, that's excellent. Let's try the next game. Okay, here we go with Moppy Ranger. Nice little musical intro there. Right, oh, I remember this game from the when I got it on the ColecoVision. So I'm the mouse up the top and the little boat. Right, and I have to collect the guys that are lost. Now, from memory, what happens when I... Yes, I can... That's right. I can stun them. And then block ones off. You've got current. You can see the current's going different directions as well. So the background sound is reminiscent of a Pac-Man type game. Right. There we go. We've got the last one. So it's not a bad little, I mean, I'm only doing this one because even though I haven't played the Coleco one for a little while. Now, there's a fire there. Now you're fighting the currents as well, so you have to be careful. Whoa! Oh dear, didn't mean that. You have to be careful here. Yeah, you got to make sure you... Now, I'm taking that since that's a piece of fire, it wouldn't be very good for us. See if we can get this last one. Whoa! Ow! Couldn't quite turn around and fire the other way. Let's see if you start back. Yeah, you got to start the whole one again. And I take it it gets harder. In that you've got to work out how to get to some of them. Currents can be a problem. See that blocked off that red one? Having trouble going left and right there. I'm not going to risk going near that fire. There we go. Oh, we did 2 levels, alright. So as you can see, it's quite a fun little game. Nothing wrong with it at all. I've never seen the boxed one, other than what's on the Coleco box, which I think is a fair approximation. So here we've got a couple of, you know, blind areas and stuff like that to go into, and see how the current's dragging us. Oops. You seem to be able to fire at a reasonable rate. Alright, we'll move on to the next game. That's a great fun game. We'll be playing that one some more. Here we go with Hypersports 2. Skeet shooting, archery, and what was it? Weightlifting. So, this is where could be very interesting. Alright. Right, you've got... I'm only pressing one button at the moment. What did I need? 1900, qualify 2000. Okay. Oops. Oh, I did a little better. So it's all a matter of timing. So my best score is going to be 2400. I'm not sure whether it supports 2 or not. Now, oh, I see. It's just a matter of, yep, of timing basically. That wasn't very good. I'm not sure what's controlling the up and down bit, that's the only thing. Way too early. No good. Need a lot more to qualify. So is it the how? No. Okay, I had the auto fire on my joystick. How stupid. There we go. That's better. So you need a bangle of about 5. Oh, way too high. Oh, I am getting better. Try again. Bit high. Let's just got to score a bit more. Bit early. Very close. Bit high again. Ooh. Practice makes perfect. Bit high. Ooh, very close to a bullseye. Ah, just missed out. Ah. Well, there we go. All button based, so no aiming. So what was the 3 events? Just we'll wait for the screen to go. Skeet archery. So we didn't get up to the weightlifting. I might have another go at that later. It looks like I might need a bit of practice, but yeah, cool lot of little games. They're always good fun, these ones. Hope to get some of the actual original track and field ones where you've got more of the running, like I've got Decathlon, but which Activision made, but not the actual track and field ones yet. All right, let's try our next one. Here we go with Nemesis. Now I'll only show a screenshot of the opening thing, because otherwise we'll have problems with Konami copyright. And you may have to have this with some alternate music, because unfortunately Konami have released CDs of all of their games, of the music from their games. So I'm not doing a very good job here, because I should have got some speed ups, but I've gotten up to laser. So any enemy that red basically ends up being, you know, turning into one of the collectible things, so you watch out for that. But, you know, considering this is all done with 8-pixel tiles, Konami have done a pretty good job at this, and this was the first one they brought out. And this blue one will clear all the enemies. And we don't need to get laser again. What we want now is a thing called option. Which I missed, and then because I wasn't paying attention, I died. So that'll put us back a little bit. We did have some surplus ones, so we get it's very important to have missile, otherwise you're going to suffer greatly. Let's see if I can make a bit of a comeback. This is the only trouble with the Nemesis and Gradius series. You really do set yourself back a long way by dying. You don't have to kill everything, but it definitely assists with your ability to survive. Now, I'm not very powered up. We have like a mid-level area I have to survive here. So hopefully I can do it with what it is, but generally if you sit up here, you're reasonably safe. I said I do apologise for the fact that there won't be any music while you're playing this, because the sound effects are actually quite good, but it won't get past copyright unfortunately, so... Right, so I managed to survive that. So we get to our first end of level boss. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention, so I died. You've got to shoot out his central barrier, and now we've been knocked out. We can actually fit through here as well. Speed. Actually, I think we're going to struggle here. Oh no, we've got a missile back. So, they really are a good fun series of shoot-em-ups. And pretty much any one you can get is always pretty good. So I'll just try and get up to this boss one more time. We're down to our last man, so if I get killed, we're done. So Amanda actually played this version for a little while, and shoot-em-ups are always harder to play when you're talking. And I got off to such a bad start, so it's not that hard to get through this section, even when you're not very powered up as I am now. Just try and be a bit more careful with the boss this time. Okay, let's try our boss again. So yes, you know, the scrolling is a little chunky in these games, but they are very playable. Oh, I messed up again. Ah dear. Alright, well, I've got a lot of gameplays to get through, so I can't really play that for ages, so alright, we'll move on to our next game. Here we go with King's Valley, one of the games that I absolutely loved back in the day. Although I only got to play it in the store, just that I suppose I was a little bit luckier that I got to play with it a bit longer. Now, you can pick up the sword, as you can see. Oh! Gotta give yourself a bit of a thing. But you can't jump with the sword. As soon as you jump, you lose the sword. So if we go down here, we can get rid of the guy. And they respawn down the bottom. So it's a puzzle platformer. And it's got nice enjoyable music. See how I had to throw the knife to keep it with me? It's actually got that. Uh-oh. And I'm dead. I wasn't quick enough because I messed up. Yeah, sorry, it's got the sound from Tutankhamun. Is where that sound comes from when the door opens up. Whoa, be careful. Oh, I didn't realise it. I forgot they respawned at the bottom. I'm not doing a very good job here of demonstrating how to play this game. In my defence, I haven't played it for a long time. It'll be a little tricky to get the diagonals right for the ladders, but I'm not sure how far you can fall too, I can't remember. Okay, while they're otherwise occupied. That's it. Right, let's get up and get to our... You've got to jump to get that, and then you can go in. Yay, I did a level! I can't remember them out. Like, there we go. So there's about a dozen levels. I'm not sure whether there are multiple maps either, just like Goonies. Now you have pickaxes, and you have the sword as well. Oops. Now what I'm going to do? I think I might have got myself a bit. Oh, this is a multi-screen one. A bit slow on the update. Yeah, you can't kill them with the pickaxes. But like Load Runner, you can use the pickaxes, and only once, to dig a hole to get down to somewhere. Now you can fall. Gotten past him this time. Right, we'll go to that one. See if we can get up a bit higher. Run away. And there's one-way doors as well. Now that's not going to help. Oh, I dug the hole in the wrong spot. Okay. And it stays there. Wonderful. Not sure if you can jump over them. Oh, you can. My God. Goodness. As you can see, it can be quite tricky to work them out. And how in the world did you get up there? I suppose you're going to jump. And he's fallen in that hole, so that's gotten rid of him now. And so you've got lots of screens to try and figure your way through, which I'm doing a terrible job of. I needed to drop the knife and jump down. I really haven't played this for a very long time. It's such a great game. Once again, music will probably have been masked out there, which is a pity because it's great music. But excellent game. Really have wanted that in my MSX collection for ages. Next we have Yeah Kung Fu. Obviously going to play one player, and it's Yeah Kung Fu 2. So I'm probably going to die twice as fast. Oh, no. Here. Ooh, it's definitely a timing thing you got to do. Okay. Okay, so we had to do all that to try and get to... Ow! So it's only a single button. Ah! Ah! I hit him once. I'm really no good at karate games. But this, you know, and its first game is one of the very first ones. I don't know what I just got. Oh, I think it may be invincible for a second. Phew. Okay, so you've only got the single button, even though MSX support 2. Ow! I'll be half dead by the time I get there. Got a little yellow. Notice I got a little yellow thing. And I got those 3 in a row. Yeah, you got another one. Ah. Okay, so got somebody else now. Yeah, she's throwing things at me. Ah. I'm gonna die, and I'm dead. So this is how not to play this game. Oh, I killed one of them without ever playing the game before. Ah. Nope. Well, I got her past halfway, so potentially I'm improving. Excellent game. I just need to learn how to play it better. So there you go. One of the earliest karate games that were brought out, 1985 from Konami. And I said this is the sequel, so there is a first one as well, which I don't have yet, and I'll get at some stage. So, but yeah, really cool. Let's try our next game. Here we go with the first of those magazine discs. So this one is an ASCII magazine one. Quite a good little intro screen. Now we do have disc loading times here, so obviously I skipped the initial boot up. It's often interesting what you can find on some of these, you know, various demos and things. So this came along with the magazine. So different articles. Might be a baseball game. And it mentions several discs now. We've obviously only got disc A here. Oh, we'll try the baseball game. Not going to look at everything on these discs. Oh, okay. Mightn't have the right disc. Escape out of that. Disc A text. So this, I'm just having a look at the disc here. So 9909B. So maybe it's this So these are just you know, a couple of discs that John had lying around, so interesting to have a play. Yeah, looks like we haven't got very far. We may actually need to try this in a Japanese MSX, but that's okay. We'll try the next disc and see what's on that one. Here's the next disc. Now it came up with the label 1999C. It's quite interesting how they have these nice little title screens actually, and a bit of music. So this is an MSX2 that I'm using this in at the moment. Right, now I did say is C, so let's try the music section, eh? Yep, I've got the right one, okay. So I wonder whether the other one, just grabbing it now, so that says Syntax 1999 9 September A, so this may actually be the A disc. So I've got some sort of music player. Now I don't know what type of text BGM is a BGM. Yep. So hopefully this is coming up. So Sky Key Tin Planet Mix. Not sure how long this is. Does it actually say? Not much happening in it so far. Oh yeah, we can go and select another one. Start to go to the next section anyway. Okay. I don't want to use up too much video with these snippets. Let's just have a look at the next one. Hopefully it's one that's going to... I'm not sure we got... Looks like we've got a bit of corruption on the screen there. Yeah, not sure that one's worked. Anyway, we've got one to work, so can't complain too much. More of a BGR file it will like. There we go. Worth trying just for one more. So this is obviously a player that will play files in multiple different formats. Now I wonder whether an OPX file, we might as well try it. It does have OPX on the right over there, so daylight. Not hearing anything so far. Right, this may require a different sound chip. Alright, well that's interesting to play with, and it's great of John to send those discs. Alright, let's go. Well, if the observant in the background will notice that I have the Famicom game ready to go, so let's go give that one a go now. We go with Nintendo Golf, the Famicom game that John sent me, so we'll just it just automatically goes into a game for you. So you've got a course on the right, it looks quite colourful. It took me a little while to work out the golf swing, so what you've got to do is select your club by pressing up and down, so we'll go with the 1 wood. And then you press the button to start, press the button when you reach the strength you want to do, and then you've got to press the button again to try and hit it inside the sweet spot, which is the blinking white thing, which gets bigger if you have a a lesser club. So, not too bad, a little bit of a slice, except we landed right in the sand bunker. Whoops. Oh, we're next to it, it's not too bad. Now, you don't seem to have much control over the direction. Go down to a 1 iron, that might be too far, don't really know the clubs, so out of bounds. Deary me. There is a little bit of wind going back that way as well, so I suppose you need to take that into account. Too much the other way. Right, we won't change the direction. We'll do this. Bunker, right. At least we're closer to the green. So now we need a putter sand wedge. It's automatically pointing towards the hole for us, that's fine. There we go, got on the green. So for a golf game on a console, it doesn't look too bad. I've got no idea, so obviously got a bit of slope there, so we want to just go that way a little bit. Oh, there we go. Obviously haven't played it before, so don't know the strength. I mean, golf games can be quite relaxing and fun, and this one's not too bad. I think it was, obviously because of the type of cartridge, it was an early release for both the Famicom and the NES, so very good. Well, a very, very nice lot of games sent from John, 1msx2go. Make sure you check out his channel, I'll put a link down below. Been my friend on YouTube way back since from when I first started. Great mate, we've done lots of trades in the past. It's his fault for me getting addicted to the PC Engine at one stage. And we're both avid MSX collectors. Now John actually has a very large collection of MSX machines. Him being over in Europe, he's got a lot of access to them, so he actually has quite a few. And if you search some of his older videos, he actually did a really good video which showed pretty much every single MSX1 model. He doesn't have them all, but he had pictures of them all. That's an interesting one to check out, especially if you like MSX stuff, like I do. Alright, well thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks to my subscribers, and I'll catch you all later.